Hey, welcome back to Good Day, and welcome back to Erin McKook from Start with a couple of Dallas locations. And you pretty much live there?
Yeah, I'm there all the time. What I love about Start is they have the drive-through. So it's
Yes,
quick,
we do.
easy, but it's also healthy.
Yes. Well, thanks for coming.
Yes.
Okay, so we're going to make gluten-free blueberry pineapple muffins
Do
today.
I care about gluten-free?
Yes, yes. You don't get that gut bloat that you get sometimes with baked goods. So
Why
anyway.
did you look at me when you said that?
But anyway, a lot of people are going gluten-free whether you have a celiac tolerance or not. So we've made a couple of things here with gluten-free. We've done quinoa and we've done almond flour, but what we're going to do today is just to use an all-purpose gluten-free flour. And what's really cool about this is you can buy it at any grocery store.
Right.
There's several different brands on the market. And you can just substitute in any of your favorite recipes gluten-free flour for regular flour.
Right.
So just like with any baked good recipe, you start with your dry ingredients. And so we have gluten-free flour there. And then we have some all-purpose, some sugar, some white sugar. And then we have a little bit of salt, a little bit of cinnamon, a little bit of baking soda. And then I save the baking powder for last because I want to mention that if you're making a gluten-free item, you need to make sure that you use certified gluten-free baking powder.
Okay.
So not all of them are. And then you'll just go ahead and whisk that together. I guess I can let Shannon do that. And then the wet ingredients, I've already cracked the eggs. We're going to have some buttermilk here. If you don't have buttermilk in your refrigerator, there is a dry buttermilk that you can just keep in your freezer and just reconstitute it anytime you need it, and that's a great thing to have. We have some honey here. We have some grapeseed oil. You can use your favorite oil, though. And then the key ingredients to this are the applesauce and the crushed pineapple, because this really gives it a lot of flavor and a lot of moisture. And then we just kind of whisk those together.
Right.
And then here we have the streusel ingredients. We have cut butter, some type of, coarse sugar. You can use any kind of really heavy coarse sugar for that. And then again, gluten-free flour. And then you just cut this together. You could, just like you would biscuits or scones or something like that. You can,
I would cheat and kind of melt that a little bit. You don't do that?
No, because you want it to turn out like this, like sand.
Oh,
and if you melt it, it will get mushy. So I'm glad you said that. No, you want it to look like sands through the hourglass.
Okay.
Right, like that.
Okay.
And then I took these blueberries and added a little bit of sugar and a little bit of flour to them because we can use frozen blueberries for this and they get incredibly messy.
Right.
So the flour will keep them from turning your entire batter blue.
Right.
So as you can see in this muffin, you can see the blueberries, but it's not taking over the entire muffin.
Right.
So then you mix the dry ingredients and the wet ingredients together, just like that.
You know how many people, and I'm one of them, I'm freaked out by baking. I don't mind cooking or grilling or something like that. Baking freaks me out.
A lot of people say that. I don't know why. It's my favorite thing. I feel like it's therapy. I mean, as long as you follow the recipe, it's going to turn out perfectly.
Yeah.
Oh, you say that. That's not always the case. Take some practice. I
I'll always eat what she brings in. I just never bother to make it myself.
Yeah, I'll leave it to you.
I'll tell you one thing about baking, though. You never want to overmix if you're using flour, even with gluten-free flour, because it will turn it into a rock. If you want to keep it light and airy, then just barely mix the ingredients.
Oh, so you're going to use
and then
the
I brought a
scooper.
little
There you go.
mini muffin tin here. So you just scoop your batter in there.
Yep.
And then what we do at Start, and I think this works really well at home too, is just to add your blueberries into it. Again, because if you put it in there, the whole thing will be blue.
Right.
And add a little streusel on top, bake it at 350 for 20 minutes, and you've got blueberry muffins.
Right.
And you mentioned gluten-free and the importance of that, because a lot of people may not even realize why they're having some stomach issues or problems until they try this out and then realize, hey, that was it.
Absolutely.
We've got a link to Start and this recipe on fox4news.com.